your complete guide to cross chokes for Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Let's take a look from the top, from the bottom, how to make them work, why they fail, and what we can do about it. Hey, what's up guys? Have a look at cross chokes. I'm here with Nathan, one of my white belt teen students, killer competitor. We're gonna have a look today at cross chokes. So let's get started from guard. So if I've got in my guard Nathan here, let's understand where the cross chokes start. They must start from a break of posture. See, if he has good posture, literally I can't reach the neck even though I've got long arms. So we're gonna have to bring the posture down. If he does have good posture, 2-on-1 grip, shake your head, and then just climb up slowly until your wristwatch is touching his neck. Very important, guys. Open the collar, get lots of material in there. Don't just pull it here or make it tight. Scrunch it, open it, get as much in your grip as you can, and you make sure the styloid head of your radius bone here is touching his neck. Just where you'd feel a pulse, make sure that bone there is touching tight. Not nearly touching, touching. Now, we've got one grip. This is good grip because if he tries to get posture, I can hold him down. Okay? I keep my elbow by my side. But now I've only got one grip. One's not enough for this choke. I need two. The problem people have is they try to go from here. And this is just the wrong angle. So watch what I do. Left foot on the ground, turn, and I cut with my calf. Not too dissimilar to how I would armbar. Turning and cutting for my armbar. I turn and I cut. This again puts a double control on his posture. Opens up the angle so I can go straight and he gets blindsided. And now I put the styloid head of this ulnar bone here, this little lump here, I'm gonna put it right underneath his ear, right where I check for his pulse. So I've got my first hand, I turn and cut, and now I do a karate chop in. Don't grab and then put it in. Do a karate chop. Karate chop, now I grab. Now my elbow drops and my right hand pulls. Okay, so it's really important to note that the left hand, the elbow is dropping towards his navel, his belly button, and it's my right hand that's pulling. This is a right hand dominant choke. So again, okay, I wiggle my head, I break his posture, the bone is touching. Turn and cut, karate chop, get my grip, drop the elbow and pull with the right. Okay, sometimes their jaw will get in, okay? Understand that the choke will still take place, and if we need to, we can, like when kneading dough, we can get our wrists under the jaw. So, in this position here, I turn, I cut, I'm here, and he's got his jaw down a bit. I can, just like I'm kneading dough here, I can get it out of the way, and now I crunch the left elbow in and pull the right. But of course, I can't just rely on going this way, because ultimately if he starts to learn that my rotation equals cross-choking success, he'll start to try to prevent said rotation. So once we've got our good primary first grip, palm up, 4 fingers in, I can also put my right foot on the ground and cut down this way. This now lets my left hand blind side him. Under here, 4 fingers in the collar. One thing to bear in mind, whenever we do 4 fingers, so we go under our arm now, under our arm, and we go 4 fingers in this collar. This collar gets tight, so it's hard to get your fingers in. It's okay. We're gonna punch with our right hand, not pull. So once we turn the corner, I punch with my right hand, and now my left hand goes all the way through, thumbs touching. Crunch your nose to his head and roll your elbows. Again, this is going to be a nice tight choke. So right hand in, I pull him down, I can't go this way, so I'll go this way. Punch, left hand goes through, 4 fingers in, get my grip, crunch that head in. But of course, what happens when he defends? Or to be honest, what about if he counter cross chokes us? You're gonna see this a lot, especially at white belt. Here I am, minding my own business, doing my cross choke, and he tries to cross choke me. Okay, like this. I'm sure you've all had this. This is a wonderful opportunity. Watch what we do. Continue to hold your cross choke. Make sure you hold your cross choke, okay guys? Rotate, and now 2 legs will cut down, and we have our arm bar right here, okay? Again, if we have a cross choke, and he decides to cross choke us, turn and apply the arm bar. If he takes his hands out now, and we feel like we could maybe lose the arm bar, I'll just open back out and finish my cross choke, okay? Let's look at some power-ups. One of the biggest power-ups we can do is by taking our head to the middle as we apply. So even if I don't apply this choke here, but my head comes out to the middle, it will tighten up. Another thing I can do to tighten up my choke is the X, where there's the X, I touch my belt knot to it. This works from the bottom or the top. So if I'm here and I've got a cross choke and I can't get him, I'll attach my belt knot to it and my weight will go through that choke. Sorry, Nathan. Let's have a look now for a mount. So say maybe from here, I'm trying to do a cross choke. He defends with his hands. So I scissor sweep him over and I get to the top. We can obviously cross choke from here as well. So when we're cross choking from the top of mount, it's really imperative to understand what each arm's doing. Let me just take my gear off here for a second so you guys can actually have a look at what my arms are doing. So just like our choke from the bottom, when we choke from the top, position first, wide knees, tight toes, I open this out and I give this hand and I want to put that bone right against the neck. Now, understand, if you give him your right arm, what else do you give him? The bridge and roll to your right. So if I do nothing, he grabs my arm, he blocks my leg, he rolls me over, sucks, okay? So, we know what we're giving him. The devil you know is better than the devil you don't. I know I'm giving him my right arm, which makes me vulnerable to be rolled to my right, so I'm simply gonna lean to my left. But I also have another cheat. Check out my right toes. Just up a teeny bit. Not enough for him to feel it. I'm not standing up like this. Just that little bit of toes on the mat there. It's really going to help me project this way if he wishes to roll me this way. I can counter this with a lean and a high knee as well. If I can combine all these things, this should be a really powerful position to go from. From this position here, we now need to start having a look at our cross choke, okay? So we can't really apply it from over here, it's the wrong angle. So just because I'm safe from being rolled, it's the wrong angle. So watch what I'm going to do with my left hand now. This way. My left hand is now going to stop the roll that way. But now it retracts. I go elbow, I retract until I get my grip. Now that I've got this grip, it's very important to understand that my left hand, in effect, does nothing. My left hand's job is just to staunch my elbow towards his abs. My right hand follows me down. So my left hand will stay in like this, and my right hand will follow me down. Okay, so it's the right hand that is doing the choking. The left hand is just staying there like I'm holding down a chainsaw, and the right hand will do the choking. So my primary first hand goes in. Right, how do we compensate? Lean, high knee, up on the toes. I come around, hand on the mat, elbow, I drag back till I get my grip. Now that I've got my grip, left elbow goes down, but watch my right elbow follow my head down to the upper, I would call it northeastern quadrant here. Okay? Why did he tap? There's no rowing, there's no squeezing, just because that arm follows. Watch again. 1, 2. Left arm stays, right arm comes with me. If I got all the way down to the mat like this, then I can row, but when he taps, I'll always take my hands out first so I don't put the guy out. So from the mount, 1, 2, and then 3, okay? If you're doing it correctly, the body weight should get the job done. We're meant to be using our body weight in jiu-jitsu. Of course, we talked about before them countering us with cross chokes. Often he won't counter it with a cross choke from mount, although feel free to armbar if he does. But he'll often just manually manipulate our hands. So if I have a cross choke going in, he starts manually manipulating my hands here and stopping it. I can continue the slide of my left knee. I can continue the standing process of my right leg, and I can fall all the way into an S-mount armbar here, okay? So there you have it, guys, cross chokes. You can cross choke from other positions too. The effectiveness becomes somewhat lessened sometimes from half guard, top or bottom. But cross chokes are a massive, important part of gi jiu-jitsu. You learn them often in your first couple of weeks of jiu-jitsu, but it's not until maybe closer to black belt that you feel you can master them, because little millimeters make a big difference in cross chokes, okay? So make sure your hands are strong, make sure your hands are healthy, and then use good healthy grips, like don't do crap grips, nice healthy grips, and get really conscious of what's choking them. Don't just try to squeeze people's necks. What hand is holding and what hand is choking? There's normally only one hand doing the choking. That's a big thing that helped me and certainly helps a lot of my students that I get to teach. So thanks for watching, guys. Cross chokes. Remember, cross chokes teach you to break and punish posture. If you can break and punish posture, you're going to have a good guard. And from the top in mount, what it gives you is it gives you one step ahead. By giving him your right arm or giving her your right arm, you know they're going to try to probably roll you to the left, so you kind of have an advantage. You're one step ahead. You know what they might do next. So thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget, make sure you subscribe to our channel, follow us, check us out, follow me on social media. I love teaching you guys. I hope you have fun. Choke some necks. See you on the mats. Take care.